Welcome to Talk as EB podcast, where we talk issues exactly as EB. Today we are looking at what Nigerians are currently discussing on X, which is popularly known as Twitter, from insecurity to politics and economy. Let's dive straight into it. Trending stories on X. 1. Rising insecurities and school kidnappings. Nigeria is trending heavily over fresh school abduction and rising insecurity, especially in the southwest and northwest. Many Nigerians are calling for urgent government actions to protect schools and communities. 2. Nigerians seeking return from South Africa. Over 1,000 Nigerians have reportedly registered to return home due to reports of xenophobic attacks and safety concerns in South Africa. This has sparked strong reactions online about protection of citizens abroad. 3. Military airstrikes controversies. There is ongoing debate on X about military airstrikes targeting bandits, where reports claim civilians were also affected. Nigerians are divided between supporting the military and demanding accountability. 4. Early 2027 election conversations. Political discussions are already trending online as parties and supporters begin positioning ahead of the 2027 general elections. 5. Economic hardship and cost of living. Nigerians on X are actively discussing rising inflation, fuel prices, and the increasing cost of living across Nigeria. That's what is trending on X Nigeria today. Which of these stories do you think is the most important? Drop your opinion and let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to follow Talk as EB podcast on Facebook and then also subscribe on our YouTube channels too. Thank you. More stories coming soon. So in today's episode, we have with us here Comrade Matthew Obot. He's a political analyst and an enthusiast. Comrade, you're welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. So let's delve straight into trending stories on X. Trending stories on X. Insecurity and schools kidnappings. Nigerian X is heavily discussing the rising wave of school kidnappings and attacks in parts of the country, especially in the southwest and northwest. Many users are blaming poor intelligence and weak insecurity response. So, comrade, why is it that schools are still not fully protected in Nigeria?
Well, if I want to answer that very quickly, I want to say that the government of this country have not made provision for that. I think the security provisions that is made in this country is to bring out the police to mount our roads on checkpoints, and then also, of course, of the recent past harassing struggling entrepreneurs who go about their business and were called the Yahoo boys. In situations like that, you see a government who is not interested in protecting the life and the property that is intended,
which is their primary assignment.
Their primary assignment. Rather, you go on highways to see police harassing travelers, commuters, causing havoc, and some of them that are privileged will use a gun to rob at night. So we don't have a government that is interested, that is intentional about protecting the citizens of this country. Otherwise, what will stop them from bringing out police officers? If you get to their headquarters, they are there sleeping. Mount them in schools. Let them be at crannies and nooks of the state, and you see this tension, this insecurity will be at the minimal pace. That's my take.
And Comrade, what really baffles me in this insecurity tension that is happening in this country is that you'll be baffled that these places where these things are happening, you have military personnel that are mounted on the road, and you have police on the road. But these things happen right under their nose. So So it really baffles me that
well,
what their jobs are.
well, our police do not secure, as I said, lives. Our military are not interested in the safety of humans. They're interested in what they get on the major roads, at the corners of the road. So if they were to be like committed to their calling, to their services, they will be out there to protect the people. But this is not what they're doing. Also, you see laxity. Look at of recent, we've met Christopher Musa, the Minister for Defense, and according to the Senate President, his nomination heralded kind of jubilation in the entire federation.
Yes.
And we had hope that he's coming to work.
That was the hope.
But the man has been silenced. We have not heard from him. He has never even made a press statement. In this moment, we are mourning with our parents in Oyo State. He has not come on media to say anything. I am not even sure if he's still active.
So, comrade, so what do you think should be the solution? I mean, and do you have any solution that you could, in your own opinion?
Enormous of it. Our government should come out and then educate the police officers to tell the military that their duty, if they do not know, is to protect the life of the people, of the citizens. We cannot say that we don't have the machines. They may not be adequate, but the little ones we have is enough for them to come out, use it to service the people. Stand on the road, make sure that, you see, security bandit will just come here, harass somebody, pass the same checkpoint, and they will not do anything. Why? Because they're not skillful enough on how to attack those men. They're only skillful on how to attack Nigerians, innocent civilians. So I think the military should come out from the cantonment and should be warned and educated not to come after the civilians, but to come for the main purpose, the primary purpose of ensuring that these culprits are sent back to their forest.
So, comrade, what exactly do you think is also the role of the DSS in this? Yes, and we have the DSS, and then we have the what the other parastatals. What do you really think is the role of the DSS in this? Because currently we see the DSS are able to track criminal activities on social media. So I'm saying, but they are not able to track down the terrorists, and these terrorists are also on the social media. So what do you really think is their role? Is their role only to track the people on social media that are airing out their views, or what do you really think?
Well, the departments of the security service, the DSS you've mentioned, I think their primary duty is to follow up incidents like this.
Yes.
Get along with the calls, conversations, tracking and all of that. But I feel, apart from tracking Yahoo boys and other irrelevant engagement they get themselves involved, they are supposed to be on the open, trying to extract the calls. Like we've heard that the bandits, that they made a call, that they even communicated on TikTok, demanding 1 billion naira, calling for the reenactment of the state law to include Sharia law. So why are they not able to follow up this? Now, I want to look at this in this dimension, that because they know that these guys are sponsored, they are so relaxed. No, they don't want to do their job.
We can't draw into a logical conclusion.
It's not drawing into a logical conclusion. If Christopher Musa has not been able to talk to Nigeria with the kind of belief we had, with the kind of hope we had on him, and then you know the man that was like, I'm coming to solve this problem, is not saying anything again. These guys are sponsored. So the DSS cannot do anything other than hearing from the paymasters if they should go ahead, because it is in their hands to do it. So they should go all out to track these guys, discover where they stay, and then use the security apparatuses in the state to top the menace.
Anyway,
let us be open to reality.
Let's see what happens in the coming days. Let's see what happens.